real story.
It is easier to believe that I'm lying than to believe that these tapes are real.
It's a story about crimes beyond belief.
There are people out there that would do that to children.
It's a story the victims can't forget.
I just broke down and cried.
It makes you feel like you want to tear your hair out.
Network First, Tuesday at 10:40 on Channel 3 Northeast.
With the latest national and international news now on Channel 3 Northeast from ITN.
From the studios of ITN, the news with Gwyn Jones.
Hello, welcome to the programme, The Headlines. A surprise challenger tonight for the Conservative MP Neil Hamilton. High security ahead of tomorrow's rescheduled Grand National. And beating the drought, how a water company hopes to turn seawater into tap water. The television war reporter Martin Bell is to stand as an independent anti-corruption candidate against the Conservative MP Neil Hamilton. Both the Liberal Democrats and Labour nominated Mr Bell for the Tatton constituency in an attempt to force Mr Hamilton to quit. He's refused to stand down over allegations, which he denies, of accepting cash to ask questions in Parliament. Tonight, the Conservatives dismissed the move as a cheap stunt. Our political editor, Michael Brunson, reports.
The problems surrounding Neil Hamilton's candidacy grow and grow for the Conservatives after a heavy-handed attempt to get him to quit last weekend failed to work. So, this morning, the Prime Minister could only say, it's up to Mr Hamilton's constituency association.
I've not interfered with any of these matters. They know their Member of Parliament. They know he vigorously protests that the main charges against him are untrue, and that matter is being investigated.
But even before Mr Hamilton went to church last Sunday, Labour had begun the search for an anti-sneeze candidate. And during the week, the Liberal Democrats backed the move. Today, an ICM Observer poll showed that such a candidate, which Martin Bell, here arriving at an awards ceremony, has now become, would probably mean Mr Hamilton losing the seat. That, of course, is what the opposition wants.
It wouldn't be necessary if John Major had shown the leadership in the first place.
The great majority of the people of Tatton do not want somebody with the standards of Mr Neil Hamilton standing for Parliament. And I don't think anybody who does something as constructive as this could possibly be accused of producing a gimmick.
But to the Tories, a gimmick it is.
I think this is a cheap stunt by the Labour Party. They've had a very wobbly week. Their policies have been unravelling on an almost hourly basis.
Holed up in a Hampstead restaurant and silent tonight, Martin Bell will talk tomorrow. But the real drama comes at Neil Hamilton's adoption meeting on Tuesday. Will the Tatton Tories now decide that enough is enough? Michael Brunson, ITN, Westminster.
Police and race organisers are tonight preparing for tomorrow's rescheduled Grand National. It's to go ahead at